Go ahead, Lucky.
It's people making horrible decisions.
Let Lucky finish. She was interrupted.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, Lucky.
No, I was just listening to everybody, and we keep coming back to the dynamic of trauma, and they're picking everybody. Trauma is not nothing new. Like I ain't even go down that road. But what I'm saying, if we keep thinking that the therapy session, all they're doing is bringing everything back to your childhood, your parents, or most people that are in therapy where they need therapy, it comes back to who the problem belongs to, which if we understand the importance of fathers, that has a lot to do with how we interact with people, how we assess and see ourselves, and how we also mate. So if we're saying all these things that you're talking about in the dynamic of a relationship, then that would mean that these women or these people going through this don't really need therapy. They need actual father figures or leadership in their life to help guide them. Because even if you have emotions or things like that you don't know how to deal with, the therapist or the friend or the pastor or whoever you go to talk to is just helping you figure out your own thoughts on how to separate logic from emotions, all these type of things of what you really don't. I can call Ali about an issue and go get exactly the answers I would need versus going to pay a therapist every week. You kind of get what I'm saying? It's really, what are we?
Ladies,
hold on, y'all come in. Can I go off of what she said? Hold on, can I go off of what she said? Lord have mercy. It's generations of over-mothered people and under-fathered people.
I agree.
Mothers have us living in our feelings. Fathers make you live in reality. That's the problem. So when your mother would get too over emotional, your father would step in. If your father made,
but if you don't have a father, you traumatized.
No, you're not traumatized. Listen, if you're living in the house, no, that's not traumatized. Trauma means something bad happened to you, Mr. Lego.
If you were under father,
Mr. Lego, hold on, Mr. Lego. If I smoke, let's say I start smoking cigarettes, right? Because I saw somebody smoke cigarettes, right? Mm-hmm. Am I traumatizing myself or someone creating trauma for me?
Cigarette smoking is actually trauma.
See what you're doing? So this is what the problem is. This is the first generation of Black people that has been indoctrinated by Western philosophy. We used to nip everything in the bud. There was no picking your fights. The man would address everything right there on that footstep. Everything would be solved. Today's society is living based off the woman's emotions rather than the man's logic, especially in Black culture. We always fix these things. But I'm gonna tell you what, when I was in mental health, I'd have a kid. This is the way they set it up. It's nothing but women in there. If Lady Di didn't want to listen to me, the women would go, if you don't want to talk to Mr. Ali, you can talk to Fred. Lady Di go talk to Fred. Oh, I don't want to talk to Fred about it. Okay, if you don't want to talk to Mr. Fred, you can go talk to Lucky. Okay, she go to Lucky. That's what people are doing with therapy. They don't want to deal with real life. They don't want to address their problems. They really don't want to open up the skeletons in their closet to really address it. They want to blame their problems on other people. Am I saying that we have real life trauma? For sure. But I'm sure generations before us went through way worse stuff than we did, and they conquered the difficult.
Yes. None of that has to do with anything.
They conquered the difficult challenges of life and they progressed. Or you're gonna get left behind and you're gonna play victim and society.
MLG, I'm going next.
Right.
Yeah, so, go ahead, lady.
We are starting to equate bad experiences that you're supposed to overcome and learn from, and start connecting with people who are healthy individuals that create solutions. And we're equating that to trauma that we never get over. We just say, Lady Shan, I can't be a man. God dang, I can't be a man for you because I'm going through trauma. And more women do that than men. When we come to the table, I'm coming here as a man, but you go, nah, you're gaslighting me for telling me the truth, and you triggering me. I'm going to therapy. And just to listen to someone let me get away with not being responsible and accountable for my behaviors. That's all.
Okay, Lady Shan.
God damn.
Okay, it's not. I just wanted to. Until the last.
No, Mr. Let Go is a feminist. Mr. Let Go is a feminist.
Super feminist. He only coaches.
Mr. Let Go is a feminist.
He wants to hear you talk.
No, and Lady Shan, we're gonna come to you. We're gonna come to you, Lady Shan. We just don't want to let this go. Look at the pattern. No, look at the pattern. Mr. Let Go stopped me early in the show from addressing the issue. And then he fought with Ali.
Lucky.
He fought. No, I'm talking about in the very beginning. And then he fought with Ali by not letting me fight my own battles.
No, I was agreeing with you about Illa. Illa was totally wrong.
And then with Ali,
I don't DM'd Illa.
Started addressing an issue about Listen, the only professional on this panel when it comes
It's
to
me.
having any,
No, it's
the only person that's no, Mr. Lego, Mr. Lego. The only professional that is on this panel, because all of us is just giving our opinions, but Ali
Bruiser.
is the only person
Bruiser.
that has professional experience
mental health.
with regard to working with people, youth, young people, solving for different problems and trauma, and giving them advice on how it is that they look at things from a therapeutic.
Bruiser looks like a principal. How you gonna look over Bruiser? Look at Bruiser.
No. Listen, Ali is the only person that has professional experience in this, and we won't even let him finish a sentence.
Yeah.
But I was going next.
Maybe that's his trigger. Maybe
you know what?
You were going next,
Lady,
but
Shan,
we were
now.
supposed to let Ali finish first.
Yeah, and then
Did I not let it?
He
My
needs
bad.
therapy. Mr. Lego needs therapy because
Okay,
his
darling.
trigger is he can't listen to let people finish.
Now, why would Mr. Let Go stop the only professional in the room that has therapeutic
You
experience?
know why? Because he keeps
from finishing
shitting
his
on
sentence.
therapy. And he kept saying the same thing over and over again because he keeps shitting on therapy. So go ahead,
I
Lady
will.
Shan.
It's destroyed our lives. It's destroyed
he still
families.
don't wanna
It's
let
destroyed
Lady
black
Shan
people.
finish.
It's destroyed men. It's destroyed women. It destroyed manhood and womanhood. That's why we have identity crisis. That's why we have
This is what I'm talking about.
LGBTQIA, all the alphabets, because Let Go, you keep pushing therapy.
Okay,
instead of
Lady
being men
Shan.
and women.
Lady Shan.
See how he does? But that Anton, that
But
means
can you let her
that
finish?
means Mr. Lego is right. Men are the problem because they will fight for women to keep having making bad decisions.
Hey, go ahead, Lady Shan.
I'm scared to go now because every time you tell me to go, Anton tells me I'm over talking.
He's going to sell you a course for
He does it again.
$29.99 in tires and
Ali needs therapy.
Yeah, you do. Ali, you gotta go to therapy, my G.
No, I don't need that.
Let the woman finish, bro.
Hey, Lady Shan, do me a favor. Come to my
It's
city.
over. When Ali does this, it's over.
Come to
It's
my
over
city.
with. He
Swear to
did
God,
that. He
I
did
put
that.
all my life. Come to my city. Go to my school, the schools that I work with. Go look at the progress of the kids and the grades they made. How much progress the family members would change. The way they dress their daughters, the way they clean their daughters. They saw someone love their child, not just give them therapeutic words or give them therapy. They saw someone love their child. And when they saw someone love their child, the mother and father start loving themselves, and it gave them value that they create a special kid because someone else values that kid. So the most important part of what happened was there was a male in the classroom. That's the biggest part. They're giving kids meds instead of men. It was a man and woman dynamic. The women handled the emotional department. I handled the reality department. And the women were challenging me until they saw the kids make progress. And then they let me handle every situation until I asked them to handle. And just like what a man would do, a man would handle every situation. So he needs his wife to, hey, can you go talk to her about this?